month it is. 2021. And I'm here to talk about something very important. When you hop on, say hi, and there's a thing I want to ask you. There's a question that I want to ask you today. That's very important. Um, as you hop on, say hi, and I want you to tell me one thing when you hop on. I want you to tell me one thing that was fucked up, went wrong, and did not go according to plan in your business or in your life this week. And I want you to drop it in the comments. Like literally just fucking drop it in the comments. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, guys. As you hop on, and I'm going to tell you my thing. I'm going to tell you my thing, okay? As you hop on, I want you to share one thing that did not go according to plan, that did not go right in your business or at home, wherever, in your relationship, whatever you feel comfortable sharing, that did not go right, that did not go according to plan behind the scenes. Okay. So for me, I can start like potty training. Potty training is going horribly wrong. Okay. Potty training. Hi, Jules. Jules is why I'm doing this live. I'm doing this live because of Jules, for Jules. I'm doing it for her because we're talking about this. And I think that a lot of you will need to hear this too. And I'm doing this because I feel like this is a topic we need to talk about. My PMDD took over this week, hardly down any work. Okay, thank you so much for sharing this. I got a coaching client and I haven't had a specific coaching client in ages. I said yes because of course I did. There you go. See, there's shit going down. For me, it's potty training. Guys, I do 6 loads of washing a fucking day. I cannot, like, I have not got any clothes. Me and my husband, we have no clothes because all we fucking do is wash, piss. No shit anymore, but piss is like everywhere. So we're washing sheets, pillows, throws, fucking soft toys, more sheets, pajamas, literally everything. Because potty training is just my son just decides to take up his diaper whenever he fucking decides, and all we're doing is just doing fucking washing. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. So that has gone horribly, horribly wrong behind the scenes. And I'm literally, yesterday, I was sitting on the bathroom floor, boxing Jules, crying because I could not fucking get over the fact that I still have to do washing and it's 1 a.m. and there's still washing on the floor, washing in the hamper, washing, washing, piss, washing, 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 right behind the scenes. And hi, Dina, work during nap times that aren't happening, anxiety coming out my ass. Exactly. Nap times that are not happening. That's just one of the worst fucking things. Like, I cannot imagine not having nap times. Like, I want nap times until he's like fucking 18 years old. Like, I just can't. He has to fucking nap. She has no idea I am now scrambling to get my paperwork together for her sessions. I've been there. I've been there. I've totally fucking been there. Dina, what's gone down behind the scenes in your business that has gone sideways, or in your life? We're basically spilling the beans on shit that's gone sideways because I want to normalize, and I want to start a trend. I want to start a fucking trend, guys, of normalizing the fact that we all struggle with something behind the scenes. Okay? I want to I like this. I'm back on antidepressants and feeling the effects of depression and struggling to get through the day. And now we have homeschooling on top of business. There you go. Homeschooling on top of business. I think we talked about that yesterday, Jules. It is so fucking difficult to homeschool and do business at the same time. I don't know how you do it. Like, I honestly, me taking care of my son and doing business, I've done this before, and I've had my worst months in business. Like, I'd be very fucking honest with you guys. I know how to make money, but when I have my son and no childcare and a business to run, it has been some of my worst income months ever because I just cannot juggle it. It's so fucking difficult. Like, my mind goes blank. I don't know, like, my ideas are shit. I'm tired. I don't get sleep. My son is incredibly, like, he's ADHD. He's on the spectrum. He's not autistic, but he is on the spectrum. He has some behaviors which are slightly autistic. He's got epilepsy. He's very like, he wants to do all the things like every 2-year-old, and he also has some difficulties. So like taking care of him all day and running a business is absolutely impossible. And having no childcare, while running a business which keeps growing is fucking impossible. So when I did have just it was just me and him when I was between nannies, it was I couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking do it, and it had a big impact on how much money I made, right? Um, who else? Who else is gonna be? Thank you so much for sharing this, Ashling. Thank you so much for being so open and honest. I know it's not. I know it's not easy. My anxiety got upgraded. Woo, mild to moderate, and I'm not making light of it. Is just how I cope. That's how I cope. The memes, the jokes, I mean, I could either cry, which I fucking do, and Jules knows this best of all people. I fucking cry a lot, and I'm not, I'm not ashamed of it. I fucking cry because that's how I release my emotions, and I think that's a good thing. But I also like to laugh. Like I honestly, when I start crying and I don't want to, I will go and laugh it off and be like, "Who the fuck authorized this?" Like, I'm gonna fucking cry. Um, I honestly feel like a bad mom because I don't think I've been homeschooling her well enough. I know the feeling. Exactly. Like so many of us feel like we're not doing good enough, right? Like we're not home. You're not a fucking teacher though, right? Like you're not a fucking teacher. You weren't taught how to teach your kids. Like nobody prepared you for this. You were literally dropped into this reality where now you have to be a mom and a teacher and a mentor, and you have to keep your sanity. Your kids are scared and anxious and pissed, and they don't know how to find themselves in this reality, and you have to not only mentor them as a psychologist and a parent, but you also have to be a teacher at the same time. And if you have a business, do that. And then when you have clients, you kind of also do the psychology teaching, mentoring thing for them. And then where is the time? I ask, where is the time to do things for you? Where is the time to fucking do the washing? I, I swear to God, you guys, the washing is like my biggest issue right now with potty training. Where is the time to fucking take a break? Where is the time to take a breath? Where is the time? Like, doesn't your house feel like it's literally just full of shit? And like, you just don't even have the time to get it together, right? I want to make this a thing that we all just let it the fuck go. This idea that we're all like perfect and we have this image of like we have it all together. Like, no, nobody has it together. But the thing is, you don't have to have it together to be successful. Guys, I'm the first one to admit I don't have shit together. I'm the first one to admit I don't have my shit together. I really, really do not. A lot of the time, behind the scenes, I am struggling. I am fucking like asking 50 questions every day as to like what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say and how I'm going to handle shit. And, like, is this the right thing to do? And brainstorming and having meltdowns and wondering and second guessing myself. But at the end of the day, I do come out on the other side and I make the decisions that I make because at the end of the day, I handle it. So, what I'm trying to say is, and I will get your comments in one short second, I just want to say this first. Just because you're struggling, just because you are not handling it, just because you're melting the fuck down, just because I'm on antidepressants, I take fucking two. I take an antidepressant and I take an anti-anxiety medication. And sometimes when I get panic attacks, which I don't very much right now because I'm on a good antidepressant that works for me, I take Xanax as well. So I understand. I've been saying this for years online. Like my audience pretty much knows what kind of medication I'm on, depending on when I change it and how I change it, because this is like I don't know what the percentages are right now, but I think depression is like the number one illness for not only the world, but like America, Europe, like the developed countries. Like it's even more common than the fucking cold. So I'm not like fucking around the bush here. I like my audience knows what I take. Like they could literally go to the pharmacy and fill my fill my fucking prescriptions because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend, right? And I want you guys to come along with me and normalize this shit. Everybody struggles. Everybody feels not good enough. I feel like a shitty mom sometimes. I feel like a shitty wife sometimes. I feel like a shitty business owner sometimes. I feel like, as a six-figure business owner who keeps teaching women about things and showing the fuck up as a bold bitch, right? I shouldn't be able to sit on the fucking floor at 1 a.m. in the morning voxing one of my closest friends being like, like it shouldn't be a thing, right? But here we are. But it doesn't matter that you are struggling because the struggle is a human fucking condition. What matters is that you get your shit together at the end of the day and that you decide that you're going to make it work. No matter how many times you fucking cry on the floor, no matter how many times you feel like shit, no matter how many times you fail, at the end of the day, you decide you're going to find a way to make it work. And honestly, to me, it's not success when you don't struggle. Because if you don't have any struggles, how are you fucking successful? Because it's so easy. And I know that this is not a popular thought because everyone's like, well, success can just come to you like, it flows out like hot lava from your ass when you've had something bad to eat. It just flows and it's so easy. And I'm just like, that's great. But my biggest lessons have come from my biggest failures. My biggest lessons have come from my biggest hardships. And as much as I endorse this idea that it has to be easier, that it gets to be easier, I don't like fighting for things. I like them to be easy. But success has a certain taste to it when you have overcome some shit. And I am not willing to give up this idea that it all gets to be so effortless because I just don't believe in that. I don't, because my experience has been very different. My life experience has been very different. As a parent, as a business owner, it's been fucking different. And I just don't buy into that. Maybe down the line, I'm going to sit here in front of you a year from now and be like, yep, it's so easy. I don't buy into hardship. But right now, I can tell you that as a parent, yeah, it's been fucking hard. Not all the time, but a lot of the time it has. As a business owner, business is not easy to build. And, making more and more money is not easy to make. It's not like the hardest thing in the world. I know harder things that you can do, but it's not super duper fucking easy where I'm just bouncing around on my ass being like, whoop, money here, money there, money everywhere. Like I do work to fucking make it. No one gives it to me on a silver platter and says, here you go, Eva. So I want you to know that the struggles you're facing right now, they're not abnormal. And I don't want you to feel like you have to hide. And I don't want you to feel like you're the only person who's struggling. I struggle. And just because I struggle doesn't mean that I'm unsuccessful. Just because I struggle doesn't mean that there's something wrong with me. Just because I struggle doesn't mean that I'm a worse kind of human being. And just because you struggle doesn't mean that you are not worth being paid, being hired, being looked at as somebody successful, because every single person who's built an empire has fucking struggled on their way to building that empire. And I do not buy in for a second that their way to building an empire was just fucking flowers and butterflies and unicorn fucking shit, because it wasn't. I guarantee you it wasn't. So if you're struggling right now and feeling like you're not good enough, that you cannot make it, that you just don't know how, trust me, 99% of the time when I'm making new shit happen, when I'm making decisions that I've never made before, it's just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm doing this for the first time. I'm just going along with what I feel is right, what I believe is right, what I think is going to work. Because there is no instruction for this. There is no manual to life. There is no manual to parenthood. There is no manual for successful business. I mean, there is strategy that works. There is certain things that you can do, but they don't always work for everybody. You just have to fucking give it a shot and pray to fucking God it works and keep showing up and doing your thing. And then, plan B and C needs to be there for you. So that's what I wanted to say before I get into more comments. Hi, Janie. Welcome to the live. Okay, little ones at 5 and 7 both need so much attention, just can't give them. Yeah, exactly. Little kids and a business don't mix well. And I will be very honest, like me having a nanny is part of the reason why I get to have the success I do. Because if I didn't have a nanny, then I would not make as much money as I do. Full stop. It's not doable. It's just not. Very, very transparent about this. I'm homeschooling currently because the UK is in full lockdown. We're in full lockdown too. And I pay tribute to all you mothers who are fucking homeschooling, taking care of kids and juggling a business, because I would literally hook myself up to an IV of Xanax and maybe wine because I don't know if I could do it. I moved from one state to another and the energy is totally different. I have to relearn how to manifest with a totally different energy, still figuring things out. That's a big change, moving to a different place, especially now when everything's just like, "Bleh," like you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, right? That's a big change, and that's gonna affect everything. Thank you so much for sharing that, Cheryl. I struggle with anxiety and depression. I am an owner of a preschool full-time with 45 staff. Fuck, pandemic killed our revenue. Recently, being a cancer survivor of stage 4 lymphoma, found out I have a lesion in my left thigh. Oh my goodness, Dina. Now I need a hip replacement and oh my God, online business saves me connecting with people. And I also have 3 kids. Shit. I am so I'm so sorry. That is a lot for one person. And I am so fucking happy that this is cancer survivor that you're talking about. I'm so fucking happy. And I'm so glad. But this is a lot. Thank you so much for sharing with us so candidly. This is a lot for one person. And 3 kids. Fuck. See, they say women, like women are just, I can't. We have so much power in us to like handle all of that shit. I'm so glad you have support as well. I hope you have support because that's a lot. I restarted counseling this week. I am a single mother who works full time in the cannabis industry and is a head of a household, and I am exhausted. Yeah, yes. Single mom, head of household, working full time. My hat goes off to you, woman. Like, here's what I want you guys to understand. There is this ideal that as coaches, right, as entrepreneurs, as mothers, as businesses, as CEOs, as working women, we're going to be these put together, strong women who are going to go to work and make the money and come home and be the good moms. You know what? Quite frankly, I start my day being a mom. I get my son's stuff together, like, I dress him, I take the pissy shit out of the bed because potty training, so everything's covered in piss. I take that shit out, I put it in the hamper, I get him ready, I make him breakfast. He likes to have a book read at breakfast, so I read him a book. I play with him. You know, after breakfast, he's dirty, all of him, because he can eat without getting himself dirty, but it's fun, right? So he's all fucking dirty. So I have to undress him, dress him again. By that time, the nanny comes in, so she starts to help me around. But then like we have a chat. And then I put the pissy washing in the washer, but then there's already washing waiting for me to be like taken out from overnight and hanged. And there's just like there's mom mode. And then I go into business mode. So like I sit down and I do all my business stuff during the day. But then during the day, like I do come out and like talk to him and see how he's doing and like give him a kiss here and a kiss there because obviously like I'm his mom. And then when my day in my business is done, I go right into mom mode because my husband's still at work. So I go into mom mode and I play with him. I do bath time most of the times because he just wants to get in the bath because he's like excited about getting in the bath. And then after bath time, we do dinner time if my husband's still not home because sometimes he has to stay longer. And it never fucking ends. And then there's bedtime. And after bedtime, there's all the washing again because usually after, he goes to bed, he'll decide to take off his diaper and piss on everything. So like we have to change the fucking bed again. And I find myself sometimes at like 10 or 11 p.m. when I'm like on social media and still like doing stuff and trying to kind of spend time with my husband and I'm so exhausted and maybe trying to watch something on TV and maybe like take a bath. I have this thing for salt baths right now. Salt baths are really like calm my shit down and talking to my friend and just I find myself thinking like it never ends, right? It's a never ending story for women. Like we're just wearing so many hats. There's the mom and the business owner, and then there's the wife for those of you who have partners. And if you don't have a partner, like you carry so much more weight so that the mom and the head of the household is so heavy. And when everybody goes to sleep, when everybody goes the fuck to sleep, right? That's my favorite time of day. I'm not gonna lie. When everybody fucks off to sleep and the house is quiet, that's my favorite time. Do you know why? Because nobody fucking wants anything from me. That's when I get to fucking run myself a bath and take my like detox tea or whatever the fuck I get to like self-care and like put all the fucking bath salts and like crystals and all the witchy shit and the potions and like fuck knows what I put in there. It's like a fucking, it's a crazy bath, crazy person's bath. Like it stinks. I put everything in there, hoping it will fix me from like the fucking crazy day I've had. And I get in that bath and I light all the candles, like a white candle for all the intentions and like a fucking orange candle for energy and fuck knows what else I light the fucking house on fire. And I'll sit in this fucking bath. And you know what, guys? Sometimes I will fall asleep in that bath because I'm so fucking tired. And I think about this, I sometimes wonder how this happened, right? Like how we have so much responsibility. And then I wonder, is it me? Am I taking on so much? Like, I have a nanny that comes in 8 hours a day. My husband, I yell at him a lot to help me do all of the kinds of things. I'm not the kind of wife who's going to be like, oh, honey, would you like your slippers? Can I shove them up your butt? Like, I'm not that kind of wife. Like, I will fucking yell at him. Um, I have a housekeeper that comes in every single week to do deep cleanings. I don't cook. I have a diet on like this diet in a box thing that comes in where all my meals are done for me and I don't do the washing for that or the cleaning or the cooking because it just comes in for me. So I don't cook. My son has his like meals brought for him too. So like he has his shit and the nanny gives him his meals. I make his breakfast and I make his dinner, but like there's no cooking involved. Like he has all his stuff prepared for him too. My husband eats outside the house. Like I don't have these things. I have a team helping me do shit in my business, right? And I have one child. And I still don't have enough hours in the day. And I sometimes wonder how the fuck is it possible, right? How the fuck is it possible? My business is automated. And I wonder, right? I wonder how do we get here? Right? Just very transparently, this conversation, right? How do we get here? Um, is it the expectations we set for ourselves to be the perfect wife? Because when my husband comes home, usually I will be like making him something to eat or like, just like having the conversation because we talk. We still talk in our marriage. Like we have the conversations, right? We play with our child, like we spend the time together. But the time that I have left for me is literally when they all fucked up to sleep, right? Because there's no time left. I'm very involved with my business. I love my people. I love my audience. But I sometimes wonder like how does that even happen? And when I look at the social media feeds and this expectation of like, oh, she had a spa day and she had her nails done and her eyelashes done and her hair done and then she did a launch and then she went shopping and jogging and sledding and fucking on the same day. I'm just like, when? When? Because I swear to fucking Jesus on a cracker, I cannot fit that all in one day. Right? So I just kind of wanted to give you a perspective, right? It's, it's social media feeds are all one thing. I deem myself a pretty fucking successful person in this space, and I do have quite a lot of support. I've tried to make my life as easy as possible. There's something in my fucking hair. It might be sea salt. I mean, like bath salt, but I don't know what it is. Um, and honestly, guys, I don't have enough hours. I just don't. I don't have enough hours in the day sometimes. Maybe it's the small kid. That could be a thing, but I don't know. I just felt like I need to put it out there. I need to put it out there. And I think we need to normalize this. Don't be ashamed of fucking struggling behind the scenes. Don't be ashamed of having a shit show behind the scenes. Because despite the fact that sometimes I have shit smeared walls, because I do, despite the fact that sometimes I don't have fresh clothes in my fucking closet, and I'm honestly wondering if there is actually a person who I can hire to do the washing for me, like to come into my house, take the washing, take it the fuck away, wash it somewhere, and bring it back every day, like the next day, because I'm done. I'm done doing the washing. I cannot do the washing anymore. I cannot do the washing at 1 a.m. Like, despite that being a big fuck up in my life, like I feel like I'm handling shit pretty well, but there's a lot of hiccups. I'm still a successful person. I can still teach people things. I still have things to offer. I still I still can give the mindset pep talks. I can still go live. I still do content. I still have great engagement. I still get clients. I still make money, but I'm still a massive fucking hot mess behind the scenes. And I wanted to say it out loud because I feel like so many people are so afraid that if they're going to share what life really looks like, they're going to lose their clients, they're going to lose their credibility, they're going to lose this image of like, oh my god, she's so perfect. I'm not perfect by any fucking shot. I i'm as far from perfect as you can be. I'm very imperfect. I have fucking pajamas on at the bottom. You don't see this because I don't show you. There's actually there's flowery pajamas on my legs, and my lava lamp just fell, but there is. I'm wearing PJs because I can't be fucked to get dressed. They're nice PJs. They're nice PJs, okay? They're flowery PJs. They're very, very pretty, but I don't even wear pants. That's how fucking like unbothered I am at this point because all I do is washing. I don't even have pants. Even if I try to look for pants, I don't have pants because all we do is fucking washing. And clearly, I am very not stretchy anymore at 34 because I cannot raise my leg properly. How embarrassing is that on a Facebook Live? Okay, let's go through our comments. I resonate with this life so much. Thank you. See, I knew this was going to resonate with people. I'm so glad, Elise. Janie, I have also been dealing with an abusive co parenting situation for 10 years. I'm so sorry to hear that. I was today years old when I realized that my trust issues stem from my son's father. It's never too late to realize that. I My live screen hides my disaster piece theater of a workplace. Girl, it's good to have a nice fucking back piece of a couple of paintings. Well, actually, it's not that messy over here. It's not. I keep it pretty clean because if my kid just like barges in, there cannot be any shit that he can grab and kill himself with. So I keep it pretty clean. Um, Lexapro or hell no. Yeah, I'm on a weird one now. Um, it's not an SSRI, it's like an SNRI. It's really good though. It's doing good things to my brain. I used to be on the Zoloft for years, but I had to go off that because it wouldn't work anymore. Thank you for showing up for your community. I admit I am struggling right now. I am so glad that you guys are willing to openly speak to me about this stuff and that this me coming here talking to you is helpful. I really am. I feel like we need to speak about this stuff more often because people just don't talk about this and people just want to talk about highlight reels. I just want to talk about life sometimes and show you that it's fine for somebody who relies on a business to live their life and pay their bills. It's like somebody like me to go and, for example, try to raise their leg on a Facebook Live and figure that they are not stretchy enough to raise it. I did it in front of people on the internet. Considering this video, like most of these videos might get about 500 views, I don't want to look like this in front of 500 people. See, I'm actually tired. You see, I'm fucking tired from like raising my leg in the air. This is what happens when you're 34 years old and work at home. But yeah, I'm wearing pajamas. Okay. I haven't actually done stretching on live. I should do this more often. It feels very refreshing. What streaming service do you use for your lives? Restream.io. That's what I use. I have survived 100% of my bad days as far as odds go. That's pretty good. That's fucking amazing, and I'm so proud of you. Um, in October, I had to realign. Okay. Needed to hear this. You are fucking welcome, and I'm so happy. Struggle equals growth. Yes. Yes. My life has not been effortless for the last 10 years since I was 14 years old and got pregnant and then became a mother at age 15. Shit, that is fucking massive. I am excited to commit to counseling this year. That's guys, I've been in therapy for fucking decades. Like literally therapy has saved my life and has created a whole new perspective on everything. I had to relearn so many things that I was not taught when I was a kid. Therapy is the best fucking thing in the world. Like I know I will be probably in and out of therapy all my life and not ashamed of it. I think therapy is beautiful. It's a second chance for those of us who have been through shit. It's a second chance to rebuild how you look at the world and how you look at life. Therapy is fucking amazing. It's great. I'm so proud of you that you're going to therapy. Therapy's great. I'm literally trying not to hide anymore. Fuck hiding. I mean, come on. I'm like stretching, stretching and panting on a Facebook Live. You don't need to. You don't need to hide. You're welcome. Vulnerability is relatable. Yes, it is. And most importantly, it's freeing. It's freeing. And Patty, right? Everybody struggles, right? It's human. And not only is it relatable, guys, it's freeing. You know, it's really freeing for me to just sit here and talk and be like, what the fuck, whatever. Like, I get to just be myself. I get to talk to my people. I get to. I get to do something unscripted. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something because this is really interesting to me. Well, interesting. It's something that I've realized. The longer I show up as myself, as this real person, doing the shit I do, and just like a normal human fucking being behind the screen, people really relate to it. Like even though we don't see each other live like in real life, and especially now with the pandemic going on for a second year, I was over fucking whelmed with the amount of like videos and messages and songs and dances that I got for my birthday. Like I had people send me like videos of themselves with their kids singing me happy birthday, like made me fucking tear up. Like I had people sing me happy birthday. I had people write me poems. I had people do all this amazing fucking heartfelt shit. And I realized what a big impact this brand makes and what like how people feel about me as a person to take time out of their day and to get their kids on a fucking video. I know how hard that is. It really just made me feel like holy shit, man, like what it takes for a human being to do that, to actually take time of their busy schedule to fucking send that message on a video. And it really made sense to me, right? That what I put out there, I get back. And it's not about creating perfection. I have never been perfect. I have never been perfect. I have never pretended to be perfect. I have never pretended to be somebody else. All the sides of me, right? This side right now where I'm just like throwing my unstretchy legs in the air in my PJs talking about the shit show that is behind the scenes of raising a toddler while running a business, and also telling you how much support I have because I just did tell you my entire fucking day, and also saying that I still struggle, and like just revealing how this life looks like and what it looks like, and just talking and having this conversation with you, and also showing you my vain ass fucking like Leo rising, taking selfies because I feel good and look good and I want to share on Facebook because that's what I am. That's another side of me. And the emotional side of me when I dive into all the pain points and talk about all the deep shit. And then this like crazy obnoxious side of me posting Jesus memes and like Gary's dick in the fruit memes and like cracked heels memes and like all that stuff. Like I don't hold back anything because I'm too old for it. I seriously like I just can't be fucked. At the bottom of the truths, at the bottom of the truth barrel is a very big truth about me, and that is that I'm fucking lazy. I maybe you did not expect that. Like I work my ass off and all of that, great. But honestly, guys, I'm just fucking lazy. Like I can't be fucked. If I had to sit here and pretend for all this time, this is my third year. I am into year 3 of showing up every single day on social media. If I had to show up and pretend for 3 years, I'd rather fucking eat shit. That's the truth. That's how lazy I am. Okay. Nobody fucks off anymore. I have a 13-year-old that goes to sleep later than I do. Oh my God, no. 11-year-old and 8-year-old. I usually go to bed when the 11-year-old, seriously, that's how late they go to sleep. That's tragic. I'm gonna have to move to a bigger place where like I have my own room, like on a separate floor, so I can fuck off because I need my space. Like I'm a very much a Capricorn for a lot of the ways that I behave, where I need like a space away from everybody. Otherwise, I get really pissed. Um, you're making me wonder how I'm doing it when I'm cooking and shit. I only cleaners once a month and I don't have a team for my biz and I have 3 kids. See, that's the thing, right, guys? Like me telling you how much support I have and I still struggle. Um, I do sell a lot. I do have a lot of people in my programs. I do have a lot of shit to handle in my business. It has become quite a complex structure. I do need support in it. I could not do it without my support. But that again is to say I do have support in my home. I do have support in my business. So now think about this. If you have 3 kids, if you have shit to cook, shit to clean, and you're selling in your business, you have clients, think about how much you're doing. Realize it and start thinking about where you can get support. Okay. I think it's because we're capable of doing so much. And then it hits that point of when it's like, oh, what the fuck? This is a lot. Yes. Because all of this I used to do by myself, guys. Like, this is shit I used to do by myself. And then I was just like, burnout, fuck you. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm struggling because my supports, nanny and cleaner, are not able to come because of COVID right now. I posted about this saying I order out because I hate cooking. Yep, I rely heavily on systems. I'm just attracting some pause and a break. Yep, I totally fucking feel you, girl. Totally fucking feel you. People ask me all the time how I do it or say I don't know how you do it. Um, Maybe it's time to really think about some support or cutting down the shit that you do. I could live in a dirty house. I've done it. I have done it. I have lived in a pigsty because I was just like, I'm not fucking cleaning all this shit. When you have small kids, it's always dirty. Like no matter how many times you clean, it's dirty. You clean it, it's dirty. Like my kitchen. No matter how many times I clean my kitchen, it's like I clean it, I turn around, it's fucking dirty. Like nobody's been there, it's already dirty. Like I don't know how it even happens. It's fucking insane. Now that I think about it, I'm tired almost every day, but I feel like I do so much, but not enough either. That's the problem. Like I'm tired every single day. I feel like I do a lot, but then it's like, but I still have so much more to do. So is it that I'm not doing enough? Or are the expectations too big? Or do I need more support? Or maybe the expectations are too big and I need more support and I need to cut the expectations. I'm just opening the discussion here for you all to think about this, right? Because I don't think any of you are not doing enough. I think the expectations are high. I think you need more support. And I think you need to cut down the amount of shit that you feel you need to do, right? Yeah. None of us are perfect. I love the PJs. Thank you. I appreciate that. They like that real shit. They match your paintings. Yes, everything matches my painting. I'm really into the dark, kind of flowery jungle theme shit. You always realign me. I'm so happy to hear that. This is good news. I show people my messy house and office all the time. Good, because that's their fucking reality of the situation, guys. Messy houses, messy offices, messy kitchens, messy floors, messy bathrooms. You know, I will never get white bathroom floors in my life ever again. When I first moved here, this house, like I did it when I was a single person. Me and my husband were just dating, and I was just like, I'm gonna have everything white. I want the Scandi look. Everything's gonna be white. Who the fuck authorized this? Everything's white and dirty all the time. Everything. Oh, I took Prestique. It's very good. I've taken all the fucking pills, guys. Like I know I could literally write a review on Amazon for all the fucking pills. All the antidepressants. I hope Facebook pulls that as the thumbnail. Oh my god, if Facebook pulls my leg up in the air as a thumbnail, I'm gonna be so fucking happy. It's gonna be great. Oh my goodness, all my energy is going to my biz lately. I'm manifesting a cleaner. I don't have the energy for that shit. I think my own expectations are high. Guys, here's what I want you to do, because this has been a long live and I know we all have shit to do. I want you to think about this. You all feel like you're not doing enough because you're women. You've been conditioned to feel like you are not enough, you're not doing enough. And I want you to say it with me right now. I am enough. You are enough because you fucking are. You are enough. Right now, you're doing enough. Most women are doing more than enough. Okay? I have white bathroom upstairs, white floors. It's horrible. I have white floor entryway, and in winter from melting snow, black streaks are all winter and snow. It's fucked up. The black streak, and they, you know what? And men, and I just live with men, they walk in with shoes on because they're like, woo, like, why should you take your shoes off when you walk in? And it's like black streaks and black footprints everywhere. And it's like, dude, don't you fucking get it? It's white tiles. A fucking piece of like little like dust from the air settles on them and you can see it. Why are you stepping on them with your foot? So bad. It's so fucking bad. Okay. What I want you to do is think about this. You feel like you're not doing enough. Scratch that shit. You're doing enough. But what I want you to think about is this. Are you putting too much on your plate? Yeah, you probably are. What can you take off your plate? Just one thing. Just for today. One thing that you can take off your plate, and how can that happen? Can you just decide you're not going to fucking do that because you don't need to do that anymore? Can you get support with that one thing? Can you hire support? Can your kids start fucking helping you? Can your partner get off his lazy fucking ass and do it? Bless his heart. How can you get support for one thing? I don't care if it's in your business or if it's in your daily life or wherever that is. One thing. Oh my God, I had a German Shepherd with black fur. That shit was everywhere. You guys, he has been gone for like a year and a half, and I still find and I have a cleaner who comes in every week doing deep cleaning, and she's really good. I fucking love that woman. And I still find his shit sometimes like floating around, like from nowhere. I don't know why. It just appears like little bundles of fur. It's insane. Um, I want you to fucking pick one thing and get it off your plate. Whether you stop doing it because you decide like fuck this shit, I don't have time for it, I don't have space for it, like I'm sorry, it's just gonna have to be let go. Or if you can hire it out, however you get support with it, whether you let it go or hire it out, just get fucking done with that one thing. Do it every single week. Every single week, one thing goes. Every single week, one thing goes. Okay? You need to get shit off your plate. And most importantly, stop being so ashamed. Stop being so ashamed of feeling like you don't have your shit together, so you cannot market yourself as the coach, the mentor, the person that's going to help other people. I struggle with shit every single day. I struggle with my business sometimes, and I'm a business coach. I get to fucking struggle. It's my fucking right as a human being to struggle, right? It's not important that I struggle. What's important is that I find a way to make it work. And then I go and teach people, guys, if you struggle with this, here's how I made it work. Here's how you can make it work. It's not important that I struggle. It's not important that I have bad days. It's not important that I cannot find myself sometimes, that I have bad moments, that I cry on the bathroom floor, that I cannot stretch my leg like a normal human being, that I don't wear pants because I cannot get the washing done, that I have a dirty floor, that I have streaks on my tiles, that my kitchen is dirty, that my kid is eating fucking cut up hot dogs for the third night in a row because I just cannot be fucked to cook anything else. It's not a crime to not be perfect. Trust me, there are kids all over the world eating cut up fucking hot dogs third night in a row, or pizza third night in a row, because mothers all over the world are trying their best not to lose their shit. Okay? I want you to fucking hear this and understand this and really get it into your fucking brain. It's not about being perfect. It's about doing the best that you can, and you are still qualified enough to charge the prices you want to charge, to call yourself a motherfucking coach, to call yourself a mentor, to go and market the shit you want to market, to go and fucking do the things you want to do in the world, because it's not about perfection. It's about the ability to overcome. It's about the ability to be transparent, own your shit, stand the fuck up, say, yes, I struggle, but bitch, I'm still fucking here. I'm still standing and I'm still doing what I have to do. Okay? It's no fucking success standing here being this person who has no responsibilities, no struggles, nobody to take care of, sitting there with a fucking plant that's a succulent that doesn't need water and being like, life is so easy. Oh my God, I'm so successful. It's like, you can barely keep a cactus alive, Patty. You know what I mean? You have a lot of shit on your plate and you're still here and you're still thriving. You're still running a business. You're still keeping humans alive. They're still eating things that are edible. They're still washed most of the time. They still get up and get dressed and do things in the world. And so do you. And that is success. You still get to call yourself a coach. You still get to call yourself a mentor. You still get to charge the prices. You still get to fucking charge for the packages. You still get to market yourself. You still get to have the clients. You get to have the business. Stop being so ashamed. Stop hiding. Stop pretending. And stop thinking that it's necessary to build a big audience and a big business, because it's not. It's not necessary. You get to fucking show people the real life and the real you, and they get to love you for it. And that's my message for you today. A lot of women, moms, biz owners need to watch this live. This has been amazing, and you just gave me the nudge I needed before sleep. I'm in the Philippines, so it's nighttime. I am so fucking happy and so excited to hear that, because that is exactly what I wanted for this life to be. So if you feel like somebody needs to watch this, tag them, share this live. If you know a mother who needs to listen to this and hear the shit that I have to say here, share this, tag her, send this to her. I want this message to be spread wide. I want this message to be spread far. I am sick and tired of women feeling like they're not good enough because they're not shining their ass cheeks on a fucking TikTok video. I am sick and tired of these standards which are set by single women who have nothing to take care of and nobody to take care of, who are dancing on fucking videos, setting standards for mothers, for wives, and for women who are trying to do their best to take care of their kids, take care of their businesses, and take care of their homes. We have different standards, we have different realities, we have different things to deal with, and we have to set a standard for ourselves that is very massively fucking different than a standard that somebody who's living alone with a cactus will be living up to. Okay? So let's set that fucking standard. Let's stand up for that. Let's fucking stand up for that, and let's use our voice and be like, guys, that's fantastic, but we have 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a cat. One of the kids is fucking autistic, one of the kids is ADHD. I have fucking depression. My husband works all day long, or my husband's in the military. I cannot fucking afford to be doing what you're doing. I cannot be jumping up and down on TikTok all fucking day long. I need to be doing fucking dishes. I need to be cooking dinners. I need to be fucking making lunches. I need to be homeschooling. I need to be fucking taking the dogs out for a walk. I don't have fucking time for this shit. And this is my life, and this is how I'm going to run it, and this is how I'm going to show up, and this is what it's going to be like. And I'm not always going to have perfect eyebrows on a fucking live, but this is how it looks like. This is the reality, and this is what's beautiful. Okay, this is what I want you to embrace. Stop taking on the standards of women who do not have your life, who do not have your circumstances, who do not have your reality. Stop taking on those standards as your own, because that's why you're drowning in self-doubt, in self-hate, in negative self-talk. Stop doing that. Start creating a new standard for women who have the kind of circumstances that you have, because then it's going to be so much easier for you to find yourself and feel good about who you are. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. And I hope you guys, that this was helpful. I'll talk to you guys soon.